Try this again. Made 3 attempts at recording an intro, and for whatever reason, the phone keeps shutting off. So I think we're out of storage, so I deleted about 400 pictures. We are loaded up, headed back to the buy from the auction. We have the semi with the 40-foot gooseneck on it, and then my boys are in the pickup truck with the, I think that trailer's 24 foot with the skid loader on it. We'll head up, start on farm equipment, see what we get. Hopefully we can get in there without too many issues. My biggest concern right now is the entrance to the field that we got going is not semi-friendly. I'm worried about tearing up stuff on the truck and in their field. So we'll see how that goes. We went over here last night just to check on the mud conditions because it has rained basically for like the last 18 hours or so, but our ground is so dry. It looks like it soaked it all up. I think we'll be okay getting in there as far as mud. Walked around a little bit more last night. Found yet another car. Found a Chevette that I'd been 15 foot from and didn't even see. That's how thick this woods is and how much crap is still in. Found another ravine or wash that's full of small stuff that I don't think will mess anything with it. There's not enough scrap weight there with as low as scrap prices are to justify the time and the effort. We'll walk through it, see if there's anything cool. We did find a bunch of old school porcelain sinks out of out of an old farmhouse stuff. If any of those are worth hanging on to, we might drag those out and set those to the side, see if we can get them back into circulation, see if somebody would give anything for them. If it's not worth enough for somebody to give a few dollars for it, it's probably not worth putting back into circulation. That's kind of a thing, it's about saving the stuff, but at the same time, it's got to make sense. I can't drag every pile of crap home and hang on to it. So I try my best not to be a big hoarder like that, but we'll get back at it. Hopefully we get able to get some footage of loading some of this stuff out. Hopefully my phone stops giving me fits and we can get some short clips today. We'll see. So I'm going to keep this one short, hopefully save some memory for that. So I'll catch you guys in just a second. Well, we got off the road and now we're starting the voyage back to the woods. And hopefully this goes smooth. There's no surprises. Boys are behind me in the pickup. There's one little swell you kind of see right in here. That's definitely my area of concern of getting in and out of here a bunch. Because the more we run over it, the worse it's going to get. So hopefully we don't get any more rain. Hopefully things dry up. And we don't have any drama with getting in and out of here. So far so good. It doesn't feel like doesn't feel like we're sinking much at all. Or if we do, it's going to be right here in this low area. I think we're going to be fine. Oh yeah. Doesn't even look like we're leaving any ruts. So far we're all right. Of course we're not loaded, but looks like we're spinning a little bit coming up that hill, but we still got the morning dew on too. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be a little slick until the sun comes up. I think it's going to dry out. We'll be just fine. Alrighty, well, I don't think you guys care to see us unstrap stuff, and we're going to get a game plan together and get loaded up. seen in the last video, we had problems with the fuel delivery on the skid loader. For whatever reason, it just did that again. Been running it, haven't had any issues out of it. Like an idiot, I just lowered the boom and put it conveniently right in our way, so that's real cool. But the fuel pickup is back there, and I bet we're going to have to take it out of the tank again in this nice convenient spot. We put fuel in it a second ago because I thought it was running low, and that was obviously not the problem. Well, I guess it could have been, but we are see, that's still full of fuel. We're just not getting any. Yep, that thing is sucked shut. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that line. Maybe it's that line is completely sucked shut for sure. I can feel it. Can you hear that? Maybe that was you making that noise. This can you hear that? I think that rubber hose might be our problem. I jack with it and it starts getting fuel. It's got a suction on it. Nope, machine's rolling. No, just come on back. Yep. Well, whatever's stopping the fuel, I think it's this, either this line or the pickup line, but we're sucking this suction line flat, and it's sitting here, it's trying to suck air through it, or suck fuel through it, and it's humming. I hope y'all can hear that. But completely flat right there. So I'm wondering if I need to change that hose out. Well, it should never suck shut unless it's obstructed though. It's trying to get fuel through it. That is crazy. Maybe we'll get lucky and let it sit for a minute, and it'll bleed off and we'll be able to fire it back up. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break and hopefully it fixes itself magically. So we went ahead and strapped down our load on the gooseneck, hoping this thing, if we give it a few minutes, it will cooperate and give us a few more minutes of run time. What happened the last time was there's something in the tank, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is. That's a story for another time. There's a piece of rubber hose in the tank that gets sucked up on the suction tube and starves it for fuel. It's got the rubber tube that goes from a rubber line that goes from the injection pump or the filter assembly to the tank smushed shut. We've let it set for 20-30 minutes, and hopefully it's relieved enough pressure off that chunk of junk hose in the tank that we're going to get fuel. So we're going to give it a whirl. We're trying to get a, let me turn you around. You can't really tell, but there's a combine right, where's it, right in there, old pull style combine. We're going to try to get it out real quick and get it loaded on the yellow trailer so we can get at least those two loads into the scrapyard. So let's see what we get. trailer, that dude is still holding air. That's impressive. Think a modern day tire will be holding air in 50 years? I doubt it. What we're doing, he's moving some junk so I don't run over it, obviously, but he's going to tilt the trailer down so that I can hopefully slide it up there, and then obviously we're going to have to make it there. We're going to have to go down the road, so we're going to have to do some hacking on it. So ugly. I guess we should have measured it to see which way is wider. I don't know if it's longer or if it's wider. The front part over there is breaking off, so it'd just be the hitch. If we can get it on there a little further. Grab that block of wood and put it underneath this axle. Need to lock that deck too. Probably better off just to cut that with a saw. We'll cut that hitch off. That's not sketchy at all. For some reason the phone takes it upon itself to shut off. I'm pretty sure that's because it's getting hot out here. And then you multiply that with the heat of the skid motor. It's pretty warm over there. So take a saw, buzz some of this ugliness off. I mean, I know it's all ugly, but we'll make it to where it's within the legal limit going down the road. We'll try to find something else to throw on the back of here. We're going to make the drive. I want to make it a full load on both pieces of equipment and make it worth our drive. Try this again. It is now day 3. Didn't do a whole lot of videoing yesterday. I have a ton of technical issues with phones saying they're full when they don't appear to be. Deleted 5,000 pictures and like 5 apps out of the phone and they still say that they're full. Don't really understand that, but anyway, it's pretty boring stuff, just loading out the scrap. Did find a couple cool signs, some Coke signs, stuff like that, some other vintage items. We'll post up some pictures of those here shortly. Rained like crazy last night. I don't know how much we got, but it was a lot. We have standing water, so we didn't mess with bringing the semi out today. We're going to work on pulling out some of these junk trucks, pull some parts and pieces off. This one's got a 14-bolt rear end. Really hoping this one's got a motor in it. I have no idea if it does or not. Discovered yesterday that one of the 64 5 or 6 trucks that I thought was a 305 V6, or at least that's the factory 305 V6. I was hoping that was still in there. I don't know why, I just like them old motors, but it has some type of Oldsmobile motor in it. And it appears to be a manual, so that has me a bit intrigued what manual transmission we're going to find in that truck. And it's possible somebody's used a manual shifter and made an automatic shifter out of it. I don't know. It's real low to the floor. We'll have to get that out later today, but it's probably going to be pretty miserable today with the humidity as much as it rained. Austin just went to go get the skid loader. It's parked on the other side of the woods, so he's going to get that for me and bring it over. We're going to bust out the chainsaw and start cutting some trees down, see if we can get some of these junkers out of here. We got one of the 64, 5, or 6 trucks. I say that because I don't know what year it is. It's 64, 5, or 6. I don't know how to break them down further than that, but one of those trucks has like a foot wide tree through the frame rails between the trailing arm and the frame. So that one's going to be extremely fun. Goal today is just to get them out, inventory them. I imagine they're all junk. I mean, they're parts trucks, but I don't even think there's enough parts to justify taking them home to take them apart. I think we're just going to strip them here and take them right in. So the goal today is just to get them out here in the open where we can just scoop them up and put them on the trailer tomorrow or maybe even Monday. Today is Thursday. Like I said, this is our 3rd day working here. We spent Monday prepping, Tuesday here, getting things out, loaded out a lot of farm equipment. On Tuesday, yesterday, Wednesday, all we did was loose stuff. The boys threw 4 tons, I think it was, over 4 tons, 4.5 tons of small items by hand on the trailer. They really busted it by yesterday. So Austin's getting over his skid loader, so we're going to get at it and see what we can get out of here without killing ourselves or destroying the trucks. Still got a floor.
That doesn't.
Is that a 350? Is that what they call that? Yum. That smells amazing.
The exhaust. Yeah. It looks weird. There's none in the kit. The kit don't go that big. The wrenches are on the other side. It's going rock crawling. They're stuck in the fender. The tree went in the fender. Should be. Unhook me real quick. That went amazingly easier than we ever anticipated. The mud actually helped in this scenario because none of these turd buckets roll. So it just skied over here, then we just picked it up and one end at a time and backed the trailer underneath it like we usually do. So let's hope this voyage to the half-mile voyage to the road doesn't screw us. Let's see what we get into. cool that dude down, get the heat on. It is not happy. Go out there and pop the hood for me, Stephen. Starting to cool off a little bit. I almost bet you she's low on coolant to be doing that. Man, I did not want to make a mess out of the yard like that.